Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, wherever you may be in the world. This is attorney Farhad Sethna. Thank you for watching this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the newly increased USCIS filing fees for applications for immigration to the United States. I'm going to start with some key issues and background. First of all, the fee increase is going to take effect on October 2 of 2020. If you're filing the applications yourself or you're filing it through an attorney, make sure that the application has the correct filing fee, you're using the correct version of the form, and you have sent the application or will be sending the application to the correct filing address. That's critical. Make sure you have at least these three things done correctly. In addition, on the form itself, make sure that you have not left any fields or boxes blank. If they don't apply, put a check mark in there, put a not applicable in there. Do something to show that you have considered the question and you aren't leaving that question unanswered, because the USCIS is on a hunt now to discard as many applications as possible if even a single box is left unchecked. So please do make sure that you're making sure that all of the boxes are checked or filled in and said not applicable. Okay, let's turn to some of the filing fees. One of the biggest increases in filing fees has been for the N400 application for naturalization. Now, in these COVID times, you would think that any business would want to keep its fees low, keep them reasonable to encourage people to apply. Correct? You'd think that would be the case. Not the USCIS. Oh no, it's a monopoly, which means we can only go to USCIS for US immigration. We can't go to anyone else. So they can charge whatever they feel like. Now, they've increased fees. As a result of increasing fees, do we get better service? No. Can we go to a local office of the USCIS and ask questions like we used to be able to? No, of course not. Ask questions? That's ridiculous. Do you think that they're going to speed up processing of these applications because they're charging a higher fee? Look, I said no for the last two answers. You think it's going to be yes for this one? Absolutely not. In fact, they've even lengthened the premium process time. I'll talk about that in a second. But first, the biggest increase in this election year for a federal presidency is in the area of naturalization. The fee has gone up by 83%. From $640 to $1,170, $1,170. That's the base fee, okay? Not even including the biometrics. That is an incredibly huge jump. Not only that, now the fee increase for permanent residency, adjustment of status for green cards has remained the same, $1,130. But where it has changed has been they're not allowing applicants to file applications for children under the age of 14 at the reduced fee. Even those kids under the age of 14 are still going to be paying the adult fee of $1,140. So imagine this, for a family of 4 people, you're talking about a fee which is in excess of $4,000. How would someone who's making minimum wage or an hourly wage with one person earning in the family come up with $4,400? Okay, it's a ridiculous amount of money, to be sure. In addition, fees that are required for business-related applications, H1s, L1s, Os, Ps, are all going up across the board. Any application which is filed, which has a fee assessed to it under Form I-129, which is the basic business-related application fee, is going to go up by a certain percentage. Quite a significant amount, probably $150 to $200 for each application at minimum. In addition, fees for certain types of renewals are going to increase on the business front by literally thousands of dollars, because they're going to be subject to the H-1B and L-1 rules regarding Public Law 111, which, to make a long story short, increases fees on employers who hire more than 50% of their employees who are H-1B petition employees or L petition employees. In addition, let's talk a little bit about asylum law. For the first time in the history of the United States, and joining one of only 4 countries in the world now, the United States is going to charge $50 for an asylum applicant. So keep in mind, some poor woman coming across the southern border, beaten by the gangs, terrorized, perhaps abused by her husband, with 3 little children with her, clinging to her for life, is now going to have to somehow come up with $50 to pay an asylum fee. This fee was never charged before. As I said, only 3 other countries in the world charge that fee, and now we, the greatest nation on earth, has joined that group. Finally, I'll end with premium process. Premium process used to be a straightforward situation where you pay an extra fee, which I didn't necessarily agree with, but you had to pay it, and the government would process your application within 14 calendar days or issue a request for evidence. What they've done now is they said, we won't take 14 calendar days anymore to process your application. We're going to take 14 business days, meaning weekends don't count and holidays don't count. And how do they get around this 14 days anyway? They issue a request for evidence. Once they issue a request for evidence, the 14 days stops. So on day 13, they issue a request for evidence. You get the request for evidence, you reply to it. When they get the evidence back, they get another 14 business days. So this is how USCIS has changed the dynamic from being an agency which was an agency for the individual, for the immigrant, a welcoming agency, welcome to the USA, thrive in the USA, do something with yourselves, make America great. What they have now done is they are saying to us, cough out money at every step. It's become a business, not a government function anymore. And that's terrible. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind my advice at the very beginning. Make sure you're filing the form with the correct fee. Make sure that you are using the correct version of the form. And finally, make sure that the form is being filed at the correct filing address. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned to this channel. I'll keep on updating you with new and interesting information about US immigration when that comes along. Please contact us. My name, phone number, and contact information is going to be on this screen in a moment. Thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and have a wonderful day wherever you are. Keep us in mind for your immigration needs. Thanks. Bye.